Welcome, guys, to another episode of Small Girl Small Talk. Today, we'll be taking you behind the scene into the heart of our brand and why we call ourselves small girls. Togo. Is it about size? Is it about attitude or something deeper? Let's hear. What do you think?
Okay, guys. Small Girls Small Talk podcast was birthed because we wanted people to know more about what the LearnerMeji or even ourselves are about.
Mm-hmm.
Just walking you down our entrepreneurial journey, what we have done, where we have failed, where we have succeeded, how we built a business from literally no kind of funding up until this moment that we are speaking. And first, we have to just introduce ourselves. My name is Ogo Ekwale, known as Oji, Coachella, the Countess, and then...
So I'm Adeswa or Eromoseni. People know me by either name, depending on where you met me in my entrepreneurial journey. I don't have any of those aliases that Ogo has.
And we're sisters.
Yeah.
Don't ask who is the first or who is the second. Just know we're sisters and business partners. Now, the name Small Girls came from a name that clients used to call us when we started our first business. That was about 10 years ago. We were about 21, 22 or 23, thereabouts, when we started our first business. And I think it's because of the audacity that we had. And they really questioned, like, who are these small girls that have the audacity to tell us that they can do this thing? We did not meet, our physical self did not match the type of professionalism we put out. So they always thought that we had bosses that were reporting to. And so we just assumed that persona as small girls. So people never really knew that we owned the businesses. Even till now, some people don't even know that we own our businesses. They always feel that there must be some type of a guy that we report to because of the way we do our business. So this particular episode is just going to decouple what the LearnerMeji is and what Small Girls is about.
Okay, so we have to tell people the backstory behind the backstory.
Yes.
So, Small Girls, how the fact that customers underestimated us because we didn't match our branding that we went forward with, and
let's talk about our branding. Now, the first business that we did was Silk and So Vibrant. We chose a color that was gold and black. To tell you how much audacity we had then, we used to submit, or print out our proposals that we don't, of course, then there was no sending things by email like that. We used to print our proposals in Concord paper, right?
I remember.
And then we told an artist to customize black envelopes for us.
I can remember, it was beautiful.
It was elegant.
It was so
that's why we did not match, our audacity did not match who we were physically.
And it didn't match our bank account.
It didn't match our bank account. We put together our money to make sure we branded ourselves very well, and we really stood out. So at the time, maybe we could go and meet a client and tell them that we can do a job for you for 2 million naira.
That's a lot of money.
That was a lot of money. But they believe us because of our courage, the way we packaged ourselves. We could actually deliver on the job, no doubt. But I don't know what gave us the audacity that we could do that. So we met an artist and we told them, you need to make black envelopes for us. Obviously, there's no black envelopes in the market. And that's one thing we used to stand out from other interior designers. And at the time, the interior designers were the ABBA guys.
Yeah, I remember the fact why we chose black envelopes, it was because when you go to people's house to submit proposals, people, the gate man will not even let you wait to go and see Oga and everything. So we wanted the situation that what will we deliver the proposal that the Oga will insist that I want to see what is inside this envelope. So that was why. So it was a strategy at the time.
Yes, we didn't have a strategy.
We didn't know such a thing. We just got tired of knocking constantly at gates and nobody was opening. And we now said, what can we do to make sure that when we submit a proposal, the Oga will say, that's black envelope.
What's inside?
Bring it. You understand?
Or the security will hold it with a lot of respect.
I remember.
I say, some people come, say, make we give you this. They hold it like this. It was really what stood us out.
Yeah.
From the competition.
So we always got a first.
Look, this is what happened. We submit a proposal to say we can do this and this is what we are about. And the Oga sees it, they now say, call the people that brought it. Then you see two small girls literally come and the man will say, where's your Oga? We say, sir, it's us. It's almost unbelievable that you people can come up with this idea.
Yeah.
So that was how the word small girls just came about.
Yeah, so anytime they want to tell the security, they say, go and call those two small girls first. So they met, it was a this, but also because it didn't match. But at the end of the day, we just say, you know what, these small girls matter. Let's hold on to it, because it sort of had been the launch pad to bring us to where it is that we are. So, but that's about the small girl's name and how we've come. About the LearnerMeji name, where is that history from?
The LearnerMeji. It hits home because literally hits home. And the name actually came from our mother. And just to say that we love you, Mom, but you did this one. We just have to bring it to the spotlight here. We had just finished, I personally had just finished NYSC. I did my NYSC in Abuja, and Adeswa also, I just come back from my master's, and she went for a skills training in interior design, which she did in Lagos. So at the time, we're living in Port Harcourt. So she came back to Port Harcourt, and we were not really actively doing anything to make money. Although we're looking for jobs, writing all those computer-based.
Yeah, I remember all those bank jobs.
And then banks were the highest recruiters at the time. I wasn't a fan of, I didn't really want to work in the bank, but everybody was insisting that, banks. So you just follow and just be applying up and down. But we're not actively doing anything to make money. Now, what broke the camel's back and scattered it and shattered it was one day we wanted to go watch movie. Weekday. The African parents in my mom resurrected. And we went to go ask for pocket money and say, Mom wants to go watch movie, can you give us money for movie? The movie was how much? 1,500.
I remember 1,000.
Even
when they were doing maybe 600
or 700 with popcorn.
I remember.
It was silver bed at the time. So my mom, with all the motherly anger in her, say, look at you, your mates on weekday or this time are looking for work. You want to go and watch movie. Are you taking your life seriously? Literally, are you taking your life seriously like this?
It pained us.
Otutu.
It entered us.
It entered, went to her room. I don't even know if we cried though. But so much that was the last day we swore.
I think we literally swore.
We swore that we are never going to ask our parents for money again. That was the last day we asked for our parents for money.
Yeah.
So we said, what can we do? What do we know? Thankfully, we had a car. That's one of the things we said. When you started a business, you need support.
Yeah.
So we had the logistics to move around.
Yeah.
So I would thank our father for that.
Yes.
So we did not know what we were doing. We just said, let's just enter this place. Let's just enter. So our strategy then, we did not know it was called strategy.
Yeah.
Was to look for buildings that were under construction. And then we started driving. So we go to the gate. Oh, sir, we can do this. Okay. So that's what even now brought the idea of the black envelope.
I remember.
Because when we went to site, we don't have anything to submit. We don't have catalogs. We don't have anything. And they will drive us away and we cannot drop anything to let them call us back. We went round and round, but nothing. We kept driving and driving. Then we met somebody. The guy was into automations. Then people had money then. I don't know if people still have money now. So people used to have automation. We were doing an automations for the houses, like putting in cinemas, automating your whole house. We met him as a vendor on a site, and then we connected. So this particular guy opened up our eyes to opportunities. He was like, this thing you are doing, take it to the next level. So what he did for us, like any site I go to, you follow me.
Yes.
And the kind of clientele he was dealing with was high net worth clientele, obviously, that can afford the 5 million naira worth automation
at that time. That's like maybe I don't know, maybe 60 million now.
60 million now.
Because those times, I remember also at the time, one of the things he also did for us, and we didn't even know that was what it was at the time, was collaboration.
Yes, collaboration.
That's the word. But we went into some kind of, so every time we go to a site, if we go on our own marketing and we see a job that he can do, we'll call him, go to so and so site. And if he sees a job that we can do, he will also call us. So we didn't know that was what that word was, but that was how we started that.
So, but then, because we're in the teething stage of our business and we knew nothing, every time we went out and came back home, we had one issue or the other. And because we had not lived in Port Harcourt for the longest time, so driving Port Harcourt was a bit of issue. Maybe we'll enter one way, police will catch us, something will happen.
No, one of the issues we had was the car we were driving. It was a Peugeot. It was a 206 Peugeot, and it was manual. And I just learned how to drive.
Yes.
So I remember.
So I was driving. I will tell her that the way I drive it, I've not driven, but I will talk and talk. You're not driving well. Don't go there. This is one way. So I was the one looking at the signs, if it was one way or not. So when we came back home and we narrated to my mom problem that we see, she would just hiss and say, "Whoa, LearnerMeji." Meaning that seeing these two people, nobody is guiding the other person. All of you are putting your heads together. And it's because my mom was also a businesswoman. She has done business for the past all her life. So we also learned business from her. So that's why she could not really empathize with us, because she was not trying to say that you have not started. So the name LearnerMeji. At the time, we did not even take it as anything. So she should just say, "Well, LearnerMeji, are you not coming home today? What's happening? You are staying late. Is there any problem?" That's how the name came about. But it was never, at the time, we never thought about it as a business opportunity or a business name at the time. It was just in the background. So that's how really where Small Girls came about and the LearnerMeji came about.
Okay, so we sort of described how we have embraced this name as a sort of strength and identity, and we said, okay, name shouldn't limit us, and that is how the name Small Girls and LearnerMeji has now become some kind of super power. So now let's just take this now in terms of how people can use starting small in terms of a business, and how we, of course, starting small, no money, no capital, and how we have been able to navigate that path to the point where we are at now.
I would just say one thing: you just have to be naive and have audacity at the same time. I know it feels like an oxymoron, but if you have too much information about what you want to do, you become scared to go into it. But from everything that we have done business-wise, yes, we'll have some kind of information that can guide us, but we don't overwhelm ourselves with the total to envelope ourselves. Do we know all the criteria? Do we know all the compliance documents? Do we know all these things? All these things can become crippling, because you can literally see that you cannot compete. I would just say, just go in and start. Ask questions, like the person that took us around. Collaborate. Remember what the person also told us, that this is how you know high net worth individuals that can pay for what you are doing. He said that go to the fine houses that they've started to do the roofing. Remember, they were doing that roofing. What's that? I remember.
Is it parapet? Some parapets. I
Yes,
can't remember.
There
were some roofing plates. I remember
the name. He said those are your clients. Those roofing things then were like 10 million naira and above to roof their houses with that material. So that was strategy for us.
Prospecting. Taught us how to prospect.
How to prospect.
So
we don't have to bother ourselves with every other house. When we see that roof, remember, I say Elmo, that roof, we're driving there. This roof, we're driving there. And literally, we got businesses from those people. They could pay for the quality that we're offering. And I think we're going to talk about that in our next episode. What we did to make us stand out from the rest. I think that's another thing we'll talk about. Now, early stages.
So, if we have to talk to somebody else around having like this, the way our own names came about and everything, how would we advise people to embrace that uniqueness and make it their own? What's that thing that we did right in terms of embracing our names as Small Girl Small? small girls,
Small
and now
girls.
we're now using it as a platform to literally now talk to other people.
But maybe you should talk about that. Maybe you should give the advice for that.
Okay, so I think one of the things that I think that we did right in terms of we being small girl, we're not ashamed. I think we decided that, you know what, we're broke, we don't have money. This is where we're. You can't shame the shameless.
Shameless.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and we said, but we needed to change our story, and we knew that if we continue the way we're going, nothing was going to change, and we're willing to take the risk on ourselves. I remember when you made the first trip to Lagos because of our interior design business, all we had in our savings account was 30K. And we said, oh God, if we sit here, we perish. If we go ahead, we do something around it. And we emptied that account, bought a ticket for you, and you went to Lagos.
Yeah.
And that was when you brought in our catalogs, and we started that business, and we're able to now begin to import fabrics from I
Dubai.
think it's from Dubai at the time,
Yes.
to do our interior design business. So I think in being audacious and taking on that thing people say you cannot do,
Yeah.
is to take the bet on yourself.
Take a bet on yourself.
And you say, you know what, this is where I am. What do I have where I am right now? And how can I change my fortunes from where I am?
And this is not about motivation. We're not motivating you.
Mhm.
It takes a period of time for you to come to that place and say, you know what, I'm taking a bet on myself.
Mhm.
It's okay for you to feel afraid.
Mhm.
And remember, the one thing that we also had was partnership. Because
Yeah.
I had my sister and she had me, we
Mhm.
just ginger ourselves. Okay, now let's just do it now.
Mhm.
You have somebody that is supporting you and pushing you forward.
Mhm.
I know it's not easy to have partnerships
Mhm.
because partnerships can mar you or make you. You know,
Mhm.
either way. I've heard about very bad partnership stories, and I've heard about very good ones.
Mhm.
It would be best if you have a sibling that's your partner you could trust, because people have the same value system.
Mhm.
Your mom and your father and mother can separate fights, business
I
fights.
agree.
You know,
I
we've
agree.
had many of them ourselves.
Mhm.
It will be best. But if you're doing it alone, find
Mhm.
a mentor, find a coach.
Mhm.
Find that person that you can always bounce off your ideas of
Mm.
just find that person you can trust as well, that is going to support you on your journey. But I will always say just do it.
Okay, so guys, if you want us to do an episode on partnerships and how we've been able to make partnership work, so just drop a comment in the comment section, and we'll see how best we can make an episode around partnerships and making it work for that. What would our audience be expecting from us in terms of what value we are bringing to them on this podcast?
Just expect good conversations,
Mhm.
honest conversation, more importantly, where we are just bearing ourselves. I mean, we have nothing to lose. I mean, if we don't have anything to lose, then now it's even far worse. We have literally nothing to lose because it's authentic to us. It's our experience. We're not writing from a book. It is what we experienced throughout the time, you know. And that's why, you know, you should just jump in and just listen to the conversation. Pick one or two ideas that you feel like you can do better than we did, or the one that we were successful at. Pick it up and add to your business, or share with your friends, families, even entrepreneurs who are constantly at this point almost about to give up. Just share our video together. Just so there's hope.
Yeah, so
There's hope.
the one thing I find that we have done in the past and will continue to do is that we have continued to remain audacious. We never tell ourselves we don't have what it takes, even if we have. We always know that we have a resource. We never think of ourselves as empty.
Yeah.
You know, we constantly, even if we don't have money in our account, we say, okay, we don't have the money, but we have a friend somewhere we can call, or we have a relationship we built over time. We have something to bring to this conversation that can take it from where it is to where it, or we have a skill, or we can offer value to somebody else in exchange for what it is that we never think of ourselves as empty. And so that's what that Small Girl Small Talk and LearnerMeji is really about. That wherever you are never empty. If you literally look around yourself, there is something you can offer that would literally change your life and change your story. And it's about audaciousness.
Be naive, be audacious, and trust the process.
Yes, and you definitely trust the process.
Yeah. So the very next episode, we'll be talking about strategy.
Yes.
What strategy really is. We're going to demystify it. We're going to break it down. We're not going to not Harvard type strategy, real strategies that work to take you from here to here to here. So I think we are done with this episode.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one. Thank you. Ciao.